Hello Tool Tube, it's the Norfolk Tool Guy here again. I've just got a quick tool haul video for you. Um, this is a big job lot. I've got quite a few boxes to go through, so I'm just going to pick my way through them. So the first box I've got is this one here, this big green tote. They're all quite handy storage containers, so I'm going to repurpose these and probably use them for the various different tools I collect, restore, and obviously the ones I sell as well. So each new tote will then be used to hold like spanners, hammers, screwdrivers, that kind of thing. I don't think I've got a video long enough to go through this. I know time flies in the shop will love this one because this is an entire box and tote of hardware. But I'll go through that in its own separate video because there's quite a lot of cool sort of 70s 80s hardware in there, and probably even earlier than that, so I'll run through that in another video. But for now, we're just going to do this green tote here as a quick tool haul. Right, so I'll get my gloves on and then we shall proceed. First thing in here is what is part of an old Black & Decker sander. So I don't know if anyone out there is restoring one and needs the part, or if I don't know, later on down the line I happen to find one, but it's still got a sanding pad attached, but obviously the rest of the jig is missing. I don't know if this is an adaptation for another tool. Quite possibly it is, but I was just assuming that this was part of a sander. There should be another unit that goes on top here, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And then we've got ourselves just from a car toolkit. This is from a Ford, just a tire iron or lug nut tool. One of these big hookup spanners. I can't remember what these are for, if it's like gas work or anything like that. There is something written on there, but you can't quite make it out. It's been rubbed out over the years. I've had a couple of them over the last couple of months. We've got a nice set of shears here. A sort of pair of bypass shears. There is some markings on there. You might be able to make it out better than I can. Don't know, the video quality seems to be off today. Not sure what's up with that. But these will be a fantastic restoration job, I think. I always like working on these little shears, these little hand loppers. Right, we've got a set of Elliot Lucas wire cutters. I'm a big fan of Elliot Lucas tools. I've got quite a collection of them. These have had someone's stampings marked there, RGR. But these are the ultra tensiles, and they are the Electroid, made in Cannock, England. Get my words out today. Cannock, England. But yeah, so a nice little pair of Elliot Lucas wire cutters, side cutters. We've got a slightly stiff pair of slip joint pliers, sort of the car toolkit ones. You say made in England. And they've got Foger here. So I'm assuming they've come from some car toolkit, motorcycle toolkit possibly. But yeah, they should clean up lovely. They're a little bit stiff, but they seem to work fine. The jaws are in really good condition. The teeth look like they've got plenty of life left in them. So if you want to see me restore them, you know, drop a comment down below. We've got one of these hook sort of pruning knives. I've been picking up quite a few of these recently. This seems to be quite a good one. No, it doesn't appear to have any maker's marks. Handle seems sturdy. Nice walnut handle. Got a nice big spanner here. And it says Spear & Jackson. So this is a, if you guys can make it out, a big Spear & Jackson spanner. There doesn't seem to be any size markings, so maybe after a clean it might tell me more. Possibly part of a set or from a gardening equipment toolkit. We have a pair of pliers. Someone's it's a sort of a little pair of combination pliers, linesman style, that someone's painted gold. There is a name on there, but I can't quite work it out. I did find this handy little magnifying glass, to be fair. Not that my eyesight should be that bad. So I'm 27 next month, so my eyesight shouldn't be too bad. But some tools I struggle to read. I still can't work out even with that. So I'll give these a clean up and see if I can find out a bit more information about those. Yeah. Oh, they are stiff, definitely rusted shut. Right, 2 torches. We've got a Coleman 2D, no batteries in it, but and yeah, an old Coleman. Sort of, they do a lot of, they used to do gas lanterns, camping equipment, that kind of stuff. It's even, to be fair, it's even got a lantern in the on-off switch here, which I think is quite cool. Nice feature. And this one appears to be sort of your generic sort of cheapy 3 LED flashlight. I've got a few items at a time, so there is quite a lot in here. There is only half full. Selected special steel 9/16 and 13mm, which is quite odd that it's imperial and metric. But yeah, nice little ring spanner made by Mountfield. Don't know if anyone recognises the brand at all. I've not heard of them. I've not come across any of their spanners before. Then we've got a Gordon Tools, which is a 5/16 Whitworth ring spanner, and a 3/8 Whitworth chrome vanadium. So this is quite a nice one. I've got a couple of Gordon Tools. The chrome's in really good nick, so it appears to be some form of sticker, maybe the original sticker up here. So that'll be a nice little quick and easy cleanup job. We've got a German spanner, a DIN 895, 19 and a 17. Someone's painted it silver, or maybe it was it came silver at one point. And then we have just a drop forged steel 14 mil spanner. It's a bit of an odd shape up here. There's looks very suspect. I don't think this is the highest of qualities. I mean, just look at the ring end here. Might have to test that one out. I saw Nash Rathbone. He made a video on Chinesium spanners to test the strength, and I know he was quite surprised by it. We've got a set of, there is a name here, RT Shelley, England, set of possibly Shelley pliers. There we go. Give you guys a chance to read the names. This might be a longer video than normal, but I feel like I haven't posted a long video in a while. So we've got a drop forged spanner, sort of another cheapy toolkit style one, 14 and a 15 inch. We've got a Garrington here. This is British Merlin. So British Merlin made. It's got a broad arrow here. This might be one for Jim. It says chrome vanadium up here. Broad arrow 1953. Looks like a 3. Maybe an 8. We've got some more stampings up here. DAA 2420. And it is 3/4 AF and 7/8 AF. There we go. So yeah, Jim, this might be one to add to your Garrington collection. That's quite an interesting one. I'll put that to one side because I'll message him about it later. And then we've got another pair of pliers here. We've got Huey and Sons maybe. It's a bit marred up, but looks like someone's hit a live wire on the wire cutters here. Seeing daylight through those. But yeah, another pair of pliers. This appears to be a sewing needle of sorts. nice set of feeler gauges. These are Blue Point feeler gauges, or these might not be the feeler gauges, might be the other points, for points, things like that. This is a FB300A USA, so that's quite a nice find. It's my first. I found a few snap-on tools, but it's the first time I found any Blue Point tools. So yeah, it's quite a cool one. They sort of, if I can get the other side out, they sort of fan out on both ends. So yeah, that's a handy tool to find. And we've got this putty knife, almost. That's what it seems like. Can't seem to make any maker's marks. Got like maybe faux ivory or plastic white handles, but it's quite an interesting design. Almost looks like a throwing knife of sorts, or some sort of dagger. Alright, and we've got another pair of slip joint pliers here. These are, they just have the markings 3532 on that side and the same on this side. Definitely feel like a sort of a cheaper pair, almost like a nutcracker. But really thin handles. I mean, look at that. I'm not sure what the strength would be like that for those, but I think they're probably part of a motorcycle toolkit of sorts. We have what appears to be either a modified spanner or a very short podger, scaffolder's podger. No size, no markings, but a cool find nonetheless. Sorry if I sound a bit off. I've got a bit of a cold coming on. It is getting quite chilly inside the garage now. Right, we have a bent spanner. I think this is a Velocity 16th BSW 1 or 1/2 DSF, and a 7/16 or 3/8 BSW and BSF. So I'm still trying to work out old money. Then we've got an Irmo, Spain, Irmo, combination spanner here. Right, I'm trying to speed up the video a little bit now because I don't want it to run on too long. We've got one of these little made in China screwdriver kits. You know, different attachments, different ends. I'm assuming, oh, if it comes out, it's sort of rusted in there. Yeah, it all sort of clips into one. I'm assuming it goes into this frame here. I'm not sure what this frame goes into. There doesn't appear to be a handle or anything in here for it, apart from this little screwdriver here. Well, this actually is a pokey thing. Little pokey thing here. So find out more about that. Oh, it could go to this screwdriver actually. We have a adjustable collet screwdriver here. Yellow handle. It doesn't appear to have any maker's marks on it. Feels good to be getting back to the sort of classic tool hauls. Car boots aren't on, at least they aren't on around my way yet, so I'm just waiting for them to happen. One of these sort of large gas point spanners, things like that. Right, we have here, oh, we have a brittle, another one of the various British makes that I collect. Chrome alloy, RJ562, and it's a 58 AF or 9/16. So first brittle spanner of the haul. And we've got a TW Super Slim. I had quite a lot of these TW Super Slims. They were, personally, I didn't need them, but I know a few guys that collect them, and they sort of snapped them up from me. And then we've got a little 8 and 9 inch drop forge spanner. Feels like a really cheap spanner, to be fair. A lot of flex in that one. And then we've got a Germany DIN 895 13 and 10 mil, and this is a Ghidorah vanadium. Seems like someone's at least filed off the lip here to make it a bit flatter, maybe to fit it into a tight space. They've modified it where you've obviously got the lip here, which is kind of classic of a lot of German spanners at the time. Someone's filed this completely down. Right. And we must go on. And we've got a Bash number 12, 22 and 20 drop forge. Not sure about the brand Bash. Might have to look that one up. It seems like a fairly well made spanner. And we've got a Matador Auto number 240, made in Germany, and that's a 9/16 ring spanner and one half, or a half, quarter inch. See, I'm still, as I said, still working out old money. And we've got ourselves a made in Poland screwdriver here. Doesn't appear to be any other maker's marks, but a nice yellow acetate handle there. So I keep trying to find, I need to order some of those pads that I've seen Scoutcrafter use for polishing up these handles. I really want to give one a go. With a very grubby little stubby screwdriver here. Says steady or it's a steadfast. Can't make out the other markings, so it is a bit mauled. But yeah, another stubby for the collection. We have a rather nice file handle, so plenty of files to make use with that one. We've got a 23 DTS Dropforge S55C spanner, so 23 mil. Don't know if this is supposed to be part of a set, but I've never seen a spanner with the end looking like this. So if anyone knows what a spanner like this would be used for, feel free to comment down below. And we have a CK screwdriver, or Seeker light, shock resistant little electrician screwdriver. And is this a Terry's? Quite possibly. Can't quite make it out through the rust, but it's the same sort of shape and general pattern that you get on a Terry's spanner, the little stamped steel ones. And we've got this little T-handle screwdriver here. It's quite a cool bit of kit there. Make a nice little clean-up project and find somewhere for that to sit pretty. Right, we've just got another cheapy stamped steel spanner, and another one. No sizes on those, so they're not the most interesting things in the world to look at. We've got another Terry spanner here, and we've got our first Austin spanner, which is 5/16 and 1/4. And another Austin spanner, 3/8 and 5/16. We have another one of these DTS, a 21 mil DTS spanner, same hole. I don't know if you can put them on a key ring, and a bit of a large key ring to have laying around. But and we've got a spark plug tester screwdriver here from Zundersen. Oh, if you can see that, the sort of reflecting the light a little bit. West Germany. Your typical, it wouldn't be a tool haul if it didn't have some form of bike spanner or bicycle wrench in here. A chisel cap, random piece of plastic. We've got a super steel. Can't quite make that out. It's a little bit too crusty. Don't know if you guys can. One of these little cracker spanners almost. It does have a name on it, but I cannot read it. Almost the ones you get out of the Christmas crackers. We have a screwdriver bit. Definitely not for this one. It's a bit too big. So yeah, not sure what screwdriver that's for. There's no handle in here for. This is a interesting spanner. I've never seen anything like this before. Very gothic. So if anyone knows what a spanner like this would be used for, it just says 3 on it. But yeah, that's a really cool looking spanner. Really like that. There we go. This might have to become the spanner box, to be fair. Got a stamped steel spanner, BSF, 5/16 and 7/16. And then we've got a Draper 8220. This is an Indian one, or India chrome vanadium. Oh, and then we've got a 9mm and an 11mm. Kind of quite a chunky old spanner here. No maker's marks or anything like that, not that I can see, but quite a well made, very thick, heavy, small spanner that. And then we've got another Draper's tool. This is 10mm Draper's tools, HET. What we've got here, we've got just a drop forge 10mm, so we've got plenty of 10mm to lose. And your sort of furniture building spanner, the cheapy ones. Right, we have a DIN, West Germany, and this is a 13, but no Ghidorah or anything like that. Quite possibly it could still be a Ghidorah, but yeah, a nice little 13mm German spanner. And we've got another one of these bicycle wrenches, and this is made in England, all metric sizes this side. Don't appear to have anything else written on this side, so yeah, that's a cool one. This spanner just says H60, no other markings apart from H60, so not even short sizes it is. And then we've got like a car toolkit spanner here, you know, the ones with the double ends, or motorcycle toolkits. There's a lot sort of toolkitty spanners and pliers in here today. But that is everything that this box has to offer, apart from an old crusty bit of sandpaper. So yeah, if there's anything you spotted in this video that you probably know a little bit more about it than I do, feel free to comment down below. If there's any thing you're interested in, also, you know, message me. I'm sure we can work something out. And also, Jim, I've found a spanner for you. Cheers for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe.